What up, degenerates? This video is going to be a mess of my thoughts on the waifus for Rent-A-Girlfriend. Just like the internet when episode 3 hit where Mami Nanami pulled a fast one. I get it, you all want Chizuru to win, but it doesn't make the girl terrible for playing a game. Chizuru isn't even the girl I'm rooting for, and I'll get to that after my main point. Not to say you can't get upset over it or be angry about what she did. She's supposed to be the antagonist and cause you to feel something against her. But for me, I'm a little more reserved this time compared to a certain someone whose name is a curse word and now a proper noun, but YouTube won't accept that, so I'm not saying it. From her looks and her bikini, you can assume she's a hafu, which I hear from a lot of people in Japan find as a desired trait. Honestly, she's hot AF and I'd want her to. Even with her personality, I'd still want her. She seems to care a lot about the people she's with. She wants to help them. But she's got a personality that only a few people could probably like. It's still too early to judge her full personality, but she seems to be a lot like an alluring harpy, trying her best to draw in whoever her target is and make them reliant on her. She wants to almost break someone until they're hers and only hers. She's a MILF in training. She's one of those that will steal up some nice boy when she's older if she hasn't already. She's basically trying to become like a mother in the relationship, even getting upset when a new girl gets introduced. She puts up a front and acts like she doesn't mind it, or supports it, but she secretly doesn't want him around them. I also have a sneaking suspicion that she's a rental girlfriend with whoever she's talking to. Probably his parents, if not his grandmother, because she seems hellbent on getting him into a relationship. I'm kinda sad I don't get to see more Mami because most of the episodes involving her were only in the beginning, and since then she's non-existent. As well, it's possible that the reason behind Mami playing bad games is the way the writer wanted to say that even if someone has the body of a 10, but the personality is a 3, maybe they're just not worth it. Again though, I don't feel her personality is all that terrible. Before we move on to the next waifu, I do have a problem with this show and how it portrays the start of love. Just like most of anime and other TV shows, usually someone's life gets saved and suddenly they're in love with the person. That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. That's how you get into a bad relationship. Because someone's life was literally saved, and that's a rush of emotions and drugs released into your body that you attribute to attraction, when it's not. Chizuru is a proper rental girlfriend. It's part of her job to help the people who are her clients, but she's gone a bit above and beyond for Kazuya, trying to teach him how to be a better person, offering advice on how to proceed with an ex, and if he should consider going back. Sometimes it's just not worth going back to an ex. Chizuru is in no way a good girlfriend for Kazuya. Kazuya was the one to develop feelings first, because no matter what you want to say, until she was actually saved from the boat, she was just being nice because she was taking pity on him. A girl being nice to you does not mean she likes you. She acknowledged his efforts and wanted to help him out. She sees him more as a human being than he has seen anyone as a human being since the beginning of his entire life, because Kazuya is a horny man whose sex drive is on overdrive. The thing that really gets me about almost every episode is that there's a flashback like it's Naruto. What's worse is that it's from the episode before, sometimes the same episode. To finish off the waifu list, all I have to say is Ruka is best girl. She's going for it. She knows what she wants. Ruka seems to have an issue that only Kazuya can fix, or at least he's the first person to fix it. And she's pushing the boundaries since for the first time in her life she's felt alive. She goes full force after the thing she likes. She's blunt. She knows there's no room to BS anything, and she tosses logic around like she's spitting raps. Ruka doesn't want to get tangled into lies, and she straight up gets as involved as possible into Kazuya's life because she's so committed. Chizuru, on the other hand, wanted nothing to do with his life and said that she wouldn't keep the lie going. Ruka only backed out. She hasn't lied once. I assume the show will write its own ending and give her an out by giving her another guy that does the same thing. She's a bit naive and yes, she can find someone else, but I'm still rooting for her because she's got a select few people who can excite her instead of Chizuru, who can find literally anyone else. The show isn't finished yet, and I'm 9 eps in, and there's supposed to be only 12 episodes according to Google. But we haven't been introduced to the last girl yet. There's a possibility there's going to be a second season, and I assume 1 week after it ends they'll announce that, but usually a season is dependent on sales. That's about all I have for now. Check out this guy's world. I can read Japanese, but not enough to understand this. So yeah, come to this world. It's awesome. Home of Time. Check it out. In the meantime, I will catch you all in the next world.